Hi, this is Donny Lowy from Closeoutexplosion.com. Hope you're doing well today. I have a wholesale and closeout business in New York. One of the things that I do is buy factory overproduction, and I'd like to explain to you how you can make money yourself by buying and selling factory overproduction. Okay, so first thing, what the term means, it refers to either clothing, could be shoes, could be handbags, could be general merchandise, which a factory is produced too many of. Now, factories today are a lot more efficient than they were 20, 30, and 50 years ago, so you might be wondering why there would be any overproduction. After all, if someone needed 5,000 dresses to be made, the factory knows just how much material they need. They could set the computers to work just right. They have the people on the assembly line doing the stitching, doing the sewing. I mean, everything is so well organized that why would there be any extra production? So the reason is because the factories many times will figure out that it costs them just as much to make 50, 100 dresses as opposed to 5,000 dresses. Now, there is an extra cost for the extra material, but that extra cost might be so marginal, might be such a low expense that it's worth it for them to make the extra 100 dresses and then look for customers for those 100 dresses. Now, the issue is that if those dresses are being made for a brand name or a designer, then you cannot buy those dresses unless you have permission from the brand name or the designer. It's not enough to get permission from the factory because those dresses were made for a specific client. Now, you can buy overproduction when it's a generic item and when it's something that the factory themselves produce and now they sell to many customers. In other words, it can't be an item where anyone else but the factory has a trademark or a copyright or has intellectual ownership over any facet of that product. So let's say there's a factory in Bangladesh that makes generic jeans. So they're jeans without any brands on it. And the label could be a private label. They might call it American jeans. And the jeans, you know, they're not being made for anyone specific, and the brand doesn't belong to anyone but the factory. And now Walmart will order, for example, 5,000 pairs of jeans, and the factory decides to make 5,500 jeans. Now you can contact that factory in Bangladesh and make an offer for those 500 pairs of jeans. There are factories throughout the world who are continuously making extra merchandise, which you could put an offer for. Now, when you do buy that overproduction, you want to make sure that it wasn't being made for a very specific customer that you might not have. In other words, let's say those jeans were made for a specific type of customer that's going to only wear them at a given time of the year. Now, if you don't serve that customer, and especially if you don't have that customer access to that customer during that time of the year, then it wouldn't make sense for you to buy it. But if the product is generic enough that it can be sold to many types of customers, then it's worth it buying the item. And even if the product is very specific to a certain customer, but you either have that customer or you have a customer that will also like to buy that item, then it would make sense to buy that factory overproduction. Okay, if you have any questions, you could definitely give me a call. You could visit my website. It's closeoutexplosion.com. Thank you and have a very good day.